1. We are live.
Land back, y'all. Land back. All these beautiful hammers up on the streets today. Can I get a land back from the hammers up in here? Land back. Welcome to our 21st official Black Hammer Rally, y'all. I'm super excited. It's Halloween this upcoming weekend, and we are Halloweening off colonialism tonight and moving forward every single day. As you can see, I will be your host, Paul Marks. And we're going to get some fire political education up in here today. I'm super excited, y'all. We got all sorts of beautiful costumes up in here. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Chief Pat for our icebreaker. Make sure we share before I pass that off. Make sure you share this political education and all sorts of important information about COVID-19, about our project Hammer City. We're building a city, taking our land back, united our people to anti-colonial revolution. But if you unite to that, you understand the importance of that kind of political education of our masses, hearing this anti-colonial revolutionary talk. Make sure you hit share, make sure you like, make sure you comment. Yes, I'm back. All right, go ahead, take it away.
We're back, y'all. So we're gonna play a little game of Black Hammer Guess Who. Press forward one more time, Sparky. A little animation. So Black Hammer Guess Who. How well do you know your comrades? So the rules. So this is how we're gonna play. So next slide. So I'm gonna share a screenshot from the Zoom meeting, and then I'm gonna pick two comrades can volunteer from the meeting, and then the secret the person in their head from that picture. Yes, who they chosen, asking yes or no questions. So like, is your person wearing a blue shirt, or does your person have glasses? And that's what we're gonna do. So you can stop sharing the screen. Make sure, like, if you guys want to participate, make sure you come on camera so we can see your faces, so I can get a nice, cool Hammer-Weaning screenshot of y'all. Right? And I'm gonna put that in the slideshow. All right, hey, you can screen share it back. All right, so I need two comrades, two volunteers. Who wants to play? Just shout it out, just say me. So unmute.
Me.
I need one more. All right, Chief Chris. Who else we got? One more. Come on, don't be shy. It's supposed to be fun. So
I'm good.
All right, and Chief Malcolm. So who wants to be the guesser?
I guess I will.
Okay.
So me. Okay.
Yeah. Look at the screenshot we got here of all our beautiful hammers. Pick a person in your head, and Chief Chris, you get to ask 3 yes or no questions about that person to figure out who it is.
Oh dang!
All right, you got your person, Chief Malcolm.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go.
Oh shit. Okay. Is this person wearing a costume?
No.
Oh shit. Okay. Is this person got a picture up, right? Because we got 2 without, no costume, getting smaller. Okay. They got a picture up?
Yes.
Okay. A little smaller. So now we got who? 1, 2. That's 3 right there.
Like you mean like a picture of them?
Yes, a picture of them.
Yeah. Their face.
Okay. Their face. Okay. So now I got one more question, right? Oh God, this is nerve-wracking.
That was an interesting.
What?
It's like, it's like,
If they have a picture of what? I'm trying to eliminate numbers here. And now let's see. Damn. How do I identify further?
Detail. One more.
Be racist. Ask about race.
Well, because I'm trying. Like, is there more than one person in the picture?
no.
Okay. Is it SG with the hand on the forehead?
Unfortunately, no, it's not.
Damn. Okay. So then I don't know, y'all. I don't know. How am I done? Do I lose?
That means I win. It was through. She's through.
She's through.
Damn. Okay.
All right, Lance. Thank you for playing our game. We're also doing, so you can stop screen sharing, G Savvy. Thank you so much. We're also having a Hammer-Weaning costume contest. So if we're gonna pick our favorite hammer who's rocking the best costume for this event that we got going. But hit me up in the Black Hammer Facebook chat. If you want to get in, this is the perfect time to join Black Hammer, so you can participate up in here with all of us. So hit me up, have costume contests in all caps, and I'm gonna back to you. And later we're gonna vote for the best costume. So do that now and land back, and I'll pass it back to Chief Nod.
Back, y'all. We got our security update with Chief Slim. So I'm gonna pass it off to them. My bad. Did you pay attention?
All right, land back, everybody. I don't know if y'all can tell my costume. I'm a gamer. I've been gaming all night. Today. Land back, guys. Chief Slim, Chief of Defense Security Report. But before I get into that, if you see any suspicious activity, notify us. Even though we do not unite with the state, we abide by the law. We do not support adventurism. We as a people need to focus on building our own future. People assume you are representing an organization when you're talking at the Tuesday rally. Now, I'll give you an update on what you should be security conscious on. Today, we're going to go over what to do before, instead of calling the pig. But before I get into that, I want y'all to understand that we are our own defense system. Like the police, they don't do shit, but ask us questions to get the answer. We can ask each other those questions. Like, if something came up listening to my guy, I could go to my neighbors like, yo, did you see somebody? Did you hear somebody? Blah, 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 blah. Or, go to the other neighbors, yo, did you see this? Did you hear that? Blah, 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 blah. So don't think that you need to rely on this fucked up ass white power system for your protection. Because we can protect us better than anybody else can. Like, can't nobody protect my family better than me. You feel me? Like, we are our best protector. So let's dive into this. Instead of calling the pigs, you can, if your home has been robbed, if you have been robbed or your home has been broken into, call your chapter's defense coordinator, give them the description of the person if you can, and, tell them about all the clues, have them come over and check, see what's up, and look for signs and shit like that, and organize your community. Like, go door to door, be like, yo, did you see something? Did you hear something? Yo, did you see something? Did you hear something? Like I said before, that's all the police do, and follow clues. We can do that shit. We can look at evidence and be like, yo, this motherfucker broke in at this window right here. This is fucking some markings on the door where they pried open this. Like, we can do that. We don't need them for that. And look that shit up. If you're being harassed, call your chapter's defense coordinator. Call the chapter leader. And unite on a security plan. If you just got into a car accident and there's no injuries, just call the insurance company and your chapter defense coordinator. Like, yeah, your home is on fire. That's when you call the fire department. Don't call the police though. Call the fire department. And then call your chapter leader and let them know what's going on. If you just got doxxed, call your chapter's defense coordinator. An instance of domestic abuse. Report it to your chapter's defense coordinator, and then y'all will unite on a security plan around that. If you contract or test positive for COVID, contact your chapter leader. And if there's a medical emergency, of course, call an ambulance if you need it. But do not call the police. I want to stress this very, very strongly. Do not call the police. I am that. Any questions, comments, concerns?
When you say call the fire department directly and not the cops, you mean like find their number that's not 911?
No. Call 911 and request that they only send the fire department.
Do they have to honor that though? Like legal? I mean, I know they don't. They made the law and don't care and will break it. But I'm just like.
Normally, unless you live in a small ass town and the police ain't got shit to do, you're not going to really go to a fire unless you say a crime has been committed or something like that.
Okay, thank you, Lambert.
I did not hear anything. It's static. Are you like on a train or something?
Their mic has been messed up, so I'm gonna ask if they can just message me, and that way we can get their question asked. I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm back. I had a question. I feel like this is actually really relevant to like with the police thing that just happened, and just like with a lot of colonists, people who like face like mental illness and like mental illness crises. Like, how do we go about that? Because like in my family, that's like a public thing, but there's like no infrastructure. Like, yeah, who do we contact in like a mental health crisis besides obviously chapter 2, so like in the immediate event?
The chapter defense coordinator. Mental health is a part of defense, so that definitely falls under the jurisdiction of the chapter defense coordinator.
Lamba, I have a quick follow-up question on that as well. Can you hear me okay? Okay. Would calling a crisis hotline be a viable option? Because I know, at least in my state, there's some that do not call the police, but there are some that do as well. So do you run a risk of like, I don't know, having help, like mental health help, and the therapist on the line, but also they can call the police? I'm not sure where your thoughts are on that.
Two things. We have a mental health person here, so if you need to, you can definitely call him if it's an emergency. Chief Christina, if you do not have her number, get in contact with the chapter leader. They should definitely have it. And if you are going to call a crisis line, make sure you know beforehand that they're not going to call the police.
Come and say, let's see the question. You're wondering if, like, if someone needs to legally have a legally recognized paper trail, like a police report or something along those lines, what would be the equivalent to that? Like,
You said that they need to have a
a legally recognized paper trail. That type of thing.
And go down to the police station and get a police report.
Okay.
File the police report there. Don't call them to your house.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's very easy to go down to the police station and file a police report. I look at good job. All right, no more questions. We're gonna move. About to go back to playing Call of Duty. One back.
Man, back, Chief Slim. Appreciate that update on security. PX, my language. It's me, your host, Barack Obama, ready to get onto this political education. All right, y'all. Today we're reading a piece from our very own CIC Chief Ghazi about Thanksgiving and the African Revolution. All right. Well, it's that time of the year, comrades, when we are gravitated by guilt back toward our family for the colonizers' holiday season. The first holiday is Thanksgiving, where the resources of the working class are pocketed by farmers and airlines. Thanksgiving has a special place in the hearts of colonized revolutionaries. It either speaks to a time where you witnessed a family member exposing the colonial holiday for its brutal genocidal nature, or you were that family member that did the exposing. I remember I learned about the natives being the first people of this land in first grade. No matter how nice my teachers tried to make the story about them 3 shifts out, I was very clear on who the bad guys and good guys were. I made an announcement on that Thanksgiving how disgusted I was by this story. We should all know by now that Thanksgiving is nothing but the celebration of stolen land by way of murdering millions of indigenous people. It's giving thanks for the bedrock of colonialism, which birthed capitalism, which is white people's life support. How do white people become the parasites of the human race and the planet and then find special days to celebrate that inhuman relationship is beyond me. Even though it's beyond me because I'm not a parasite, let me try it. The white peasantry class lived in feudal Christendom, known now as Europe. They were starving, overworked by landlords, sent to die in meaningless wars by royals, and left to die by diseases because their ruling class did not provide adequate living conditions. They were told that all their problems was because some god in the sky was angry at them and they were not worshiping him well enough. They believed this so much that they would send their children to the mountains, unbeknownst to them, to be sold by the Catholic Church as labor and sex slaves. Think, to live in such a horrible predicament, where you were surrounded by poverty, filth, and oppression. Then one day a messenger is sent from the castle with good news for all, that the royals want to send you off to Africa and the Americas, where there is lush green land and gold. That these new lands were a blessing from God because you have been such good Christians. So you pack up to go to this new land and take what's yours. Because of the horrible conditions under a feudal economic system, you are savagely hungry for a life of health and wealth. You've been looking at how the royals and landlords live wonderfully while your belly stayed empty. It's finally time to shine like that. Now you're in America, but there is little problem. You have to get these natives off the land so that you can have the heaven you were promised. Not a big deal, as these are quote savages that don't believe in your God. So you go at it and kill them. You kill the men, the women, and even the children because you are hungry, and the less of them means the more land and food for you. This was the transformation in blood that was shed all around the world by white peasants that transformed them into the white working class we know today. Imperialism, colonialism birthed the white working class and redefined the rules of membership for the white ruling class. Thanksgiving is truly a holiday born of the transformation in blood. You know how at school you were taught that Thanksgiving was the day that the pilgrims gave thanks to the natives them to survive in the new world? Well, the reality is that Thanksgiving started out as a celebration of thanks that colonial volunteers returned safely from the massacre of 700 Iroquois indigenous. Yes, Massachusetts threw a celebratory feast of thanks to commemorating the safe return of murdering colonizers. To know the duality of Thanksgiving is to know the duality of the world. The system feeds the colonizer at the expense of the colonized. Our poison is their cue. Our funerals are their holidays. We, as colonized people, are conditioned to come together on days we should be enraged. We must silence our conscience and focus on the valuable fleeting time we have with our family. The family that you rarely see because capitalism, from colonialism, tears you away from family and keeps you on the clock more than off the clock. The African relative that uses this time of fellowship to spread some kind of awakening because they see the pain colonialism causes their family members, well, that African person is usually cast aside as an annoyance. The people are under so much pain and see no end, so we focus on reveling in the times when the pain takes a break. The people just want to eat food that kills them because it's good and ignore a system that kills them because it feels good. I say this all to say, speak your revolutionary shit, African and indigenous peoples all across the world, and enjoy Grandma's Market. Nothing says a Black Thanksgiving or a colonized Black Thanksgiving like a woke Black family member in a dashiki talking that revolutionary shit. I can't wait to have a holiday that celebrates the death of white power. And back, y'all. And back. I'm gonna go ahead and take this nose off. I'm pretty sure this whole clown shit is like some colonial racist caricature of Africans with the afros and the big nose. So I'm gonna start weaning right now. Land back. So I really appreciate this clarification, right? We're here at this hammer weaning off colonialism, right? At the same time as we say fuck these colonial holidays, F colonialism, excuse my language, we know that revolution, right, is a process and it's not necessarily an explosion. No, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Right? We are simultaneously in the old and dying world, and we are here gathered, together to build and to usher in a totally new one, right? Free from all the vestiges of colonial cultures and colonial practices, right? Our people, our masses are also stuck in this dual world, right? And it's our job to win them from our family, our friends, our coworkers, every colonized person that we see out in the street, right, out here in Hammers in your hood, to uniting with anti-colonial revolution, right, taking our land back, to sloughing off the old and dedicating our time sincerely to building the new, right? And that means exposing colonialism in its origin myths, in its descriptions, in its corporate holidays, right, at every single turn, and pointing our people away from these compromises of remaining forever in that duality, right? Like assuming that it's a never-ending thing, right? Where the best that we get is crumbs on a day off from the plantation, right? And forward to a future where we can really feast on the ashes of white power, right? We can and we will do that. We can and we will feast on the ashes of white power where we're building Hammer City, right? Where we're organizing to take our land back with no cops, no rent, no Rona, and no colonizers here in Turtle Island, right? Where our first project is, and soon enough in Africa and Asia, indigenous lands all across the world, right? We're coming back to literally, physically build a new culture based on an entirely different material relationship to each other, to nature, to our land, and to the entire world. So land back, let's wean off this shit, build something new, and feast. I'm ready. Land back. I love the opening film.
Land back. My comrades on this ship. I think, first of all, I really want to appreciate this political education. It was amazing. It was a phenomenal synopsis of exactly the kind of feeling that I have shared about Thanksgiving for a while. I think one of the most tragic things about Thanksgiving is like when you learn about it as a small child, they make it seem like the indigenous people are gone, that they just got rid of them. Like, and they don't really acknowledge that, act like they're not even here. It's like, it's just so fucked up. It's just so fucked up. Oh, yeah.
Laying back, I want to unite with this political education, and it's crazy because I remember Ghazi talking about this at one of the first Forging the Hammers we ever had last year, and I think one of the things that this political education exposes is how insidious the like indoctrination, not even indoctrination, but conditioning of the colonial system is. Being on the colony, they condition you to celebrate Thanksgiving, the genocide of like your people, and mostly like obviously the genocide of the indigenous people of this land. But you know, it's the same system that murders your people. They condition you to celebrate it by making that the only time you get off to even see your own family. And it's that conditioning that's part of like a larger propaganda machine that keeps us so complicit in our own oppression. Because like Chief Ghazi says, the person who speaks out is like crazy and a nuisance when everybody else is just trying to like eat till they full and play some spades and whatever. So like you become this nuisance where like no one's really trying to hear it. And it is just because we get so broken down working just to like be able to live, like paying just to be able to live on land that is stolen. And a lot of us were stolen, brought here as stolen people. And so like I think that is just like speaks to the level of indoctrination. And I definitely unite that it's going to be a completely, totally new thing to us when we have our own holidays, like anti-colonial holidays on liberated land, where nobody has to look at a fucking at an American flag and be reminded of their own genocide. That's going to be a really transformative thing for us. Land back.
And back, I also want to unite with this, just that the part that stuck out to me was that we're here to celebrate like the genocide. And so this extremely negative thing, like objective from one, well, it's objectively bad genocide from one perspective if you're the colonized. But if you're the colonizer, this white whipping class person who your wealth and your well-being is like predicated on this genocide, that turns into a positive thing. And they try to get us on that side. And we see that in the holidays. We see that in the fact that the militaries, which are like occupying our countries, are held up as this good thing, and that we should love the imperial soldiers and all this garbage. And then our anti-colonial leaders are demonized in this complete reversal. So when we're talking about holidays, we're reforming kind of the ideas is one part of decolonization. The other part is like the material aspect, getting our land back, working for ourselves. But then like equally important is these ideologies and these holidays. So I'm excited that you can't wait to form our own holidays land back.
Yeah, Chief McCall here. So yeah, they're conditioning people to celebrate a genocide here. And it's actually the largest genocide in the history of the planet, at over 250 million. The pattern of decolonization that gets us out of this is a process as what's described, and I can think back and describe my process a little bit of attempting to make sense of it, and I'm kind of changing what I would do on that day. And I remember, maybe early attempts of like trying to cook traditional foods for myself that day. And then I reflected on that. I was like, no, that's not nearly anti-colonial enough. And so I kind of went to like more like boycotting that day or blacking out that day. And then I was like, that's good, but could be better. And so is to start to replace it with a culture of resistance that we're going to build in place, as the group is talking about here. And so I felt it logical to do self-defense training that day, so you're not even going to be eating a lot really anyway if you do like a serious training session. maybe just some small things with nutrients. And then the quote that I come up with it was, we need to relearn to defend our own bodies against a culture that celebrates genocide. And I chose the word relearn here because through the process of colonization, we've lost these ways of defending ourselves as the combat styles, the martial styles of actually indigenous peoples across the planet were destroyed. And so I know we have one now that's a Cree martial arts style that they're reviving called Okichita. And there's a few people in the South who claim to have some hand techniques from the Apache, but it's very much decolonizing your combat art as well. But replacing with that culture of resistance is very crucial. Land back.
And back, y'all. We got plenty of time. Dive on in, ask your questions, make your comments.
I'm back. This is Comrade Tiger. Yeah, I just really wanted to unite with what Chief McCall and like other comrades have said. Yeah, because like something that struck me like when I first came to America is like literally like every single holiday is built around genocide and capitalism. Like having they have like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 holidays celebrating like the military and veterans, like having their like fake ass Independence Day, like the most bogus Independence Day I've ever heard of. Having like, and then like fucking Thanksgiving, fucking like, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say the F word. Having Thanksgiving, having Columbus Day, that one is really bad. I don't know how they thought that they could have that, but yeah, like it just really shows you like really like nothing that is considered to be American is salvageable. When we work towards the revolution, we really have to understand that there, yeah, like that, because nothing is salvageable, there can be no reform. Like we can only have revolution. And yeah, and this Thanksgiving, like don't for all the upcoming Thanksgivings, like don't celebrate. Instead, like yeah, like Chief McCall said, like he practices self-defense. And I guess like for a lot of us hammers, like we will continue to do hammers in your hood because that's I guess a long weekend for us. So that we have to take the opportunity to just like keep telling people that this is not it. This is not it. Like we have to be that like annoying cousin, but for like all colonized people worldwide. But yeah, I'm back. I really unite with everything that's been said. And I'm also just really excited for the cultures and the cultural holidays that we are gonna have, like, once we get rid of this beast called America, called white supremacy and colonialism. I'm back.
And I'd also like to appreciate this political education. It really goes to show that there is no such thing as like a white working class, just the white whipping class, because these are, as it was mentioned, peasants. These are poor white people, and we hear them all the time today saying, "Oh, I didn't have anything to do with any of that. I'm poor. My family was poor." Well, who do you think went and did all these atrocities? The poor white peasants of Europe. And now they're here today trying to justify themselves, and there is no justification for them. And I just really look forward to the day when we will have a true Independence Day, a true Thanksgiving, but it won't be called those things because those are really whack names. Plan back.
Land back. I unite with the PE, and yeah, man, like even like back in school and shit, like they'd be like, yo, you want you to dress up as a pilgrim and shit like that. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Them motherfuckers is racist. Like, I'm not doing that. And my grandma was like, yeah, my grandson's not doing that. So I definitely united with it. And it's crazy because, like what Cole said, like they're celebrating genocide happily. Like they're celebrating genocide with gluttony while motherfuckers in colonized nations are fucking starving. Like starving because you stole their resources. Like that's a slap in the face to all of us. Like the biggest slap in the face ever. Well, I'm back.
Slapping ourselves in the face.
Man back. I also just wanted to add too, like, I feel like whenever I do talk to my family about this, like, you know, almost every year, this conversation comes up. And I think that what most colonizers say is, oh, well, you know, that's not what Thanksgiving's about anymore. Like, that's not what Thanksgiving is anymore. They're like, but there are still people dying. But there's still genocide happening right now. You just don't. It's not in your face. Like, what about the kids in the like cages right now? What about all these like people that are getting shot for like with mental health issues or with for like over like racism or whatever? Like, this is still happening, and even if it isn't, you know, or what's happening with like up in Canada with the fishermen getting attacked and brutalized and their resources getting stolen. Like I could send you article after article of all these different things that are affecting people right here, right now. And they just are like, well, I just like to, you know, eat my food and I'm just enjoying my day off. I'm like, okay, but you can also use your day off to go do something and actually learn something, like rather than just celebrating this whatever and like spending the entire day cooking rather than like learning some stuff. So yeah, I also just wanted to add that because that also pisses me off when people are like, oh well, that's not how it is about anymore. That annoys me. So I'm back.
I'm back. And I wanted to add that is what it's still about because it's all part of the propaganda machine, right? Like, it's like that still continues on today. That is a tool. Like the fact that kids learn it and celebrate it, and we're supposed to all celebrate it like it's active. It's still what it's about now. So they try to pretend like it's not, but it's some bull crap. Like.
Land back. No, I completely agree with what Hida just said. I think it's important to look at it. It's like they're literally telling us to say thank you for killing us. Like they've literally convinced us to say thank you and like feast with them for murdering our people and putting them into slave camps. Like that's what they're telling us to do. That's what your family has been tricked into doing. Like my family loves Thanksgiving. These bitches. But I love them, but God. So it's kind of wild to think about that. It's wild to think that colonialism has gotten us to this point. But it also is exciting that we're people. And like the political education says, you know, it doesn't mean that to us anymore. It means breaking down colonialism to me now. Now every year I have to fight, you know, for it to not be celebrated, for it to be a day of mourning instead. And it actively brings about that conversation. And that's what it is now for us. And that's, you know, one part of decolonizing this disgusting system and this disgusting society. We can totally do that. I'm really happy that the Hammer-Weaning, they're doing this for us. This is creating this culture, or this culture of resistance, like Mako said. That's what it's doing for us. So it's just incredible to see it. Land back.
Land back, y'all. I just, for a real second, like real quick here, want to talk about 200 million people. Like that's a figure that is so huge the human brain cannot even comprehend. Like the human brain can't even put together what a million people looks like, right? So 200 million people is 2/3 of the current US population. Imagine 2 in 3 people in this fucking room, in this freaking room are murdered by white power colonialism. And the thing about it is they didn't even do it on some, conquest of whatever. Like they were just dirty and full of germs and brought that over here. And that got rid of so many people that it was like, it wasn't even a fight. It wasn't even a fair fight. So sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. I just want to appreciate, not appreciate, but I just want to, I do want to appreciate the brilliance of this collective, but I also wanted to just raise that number because it is literally incomprehensible. It is so large. Land back.
Land back, yeah, I unite with that. And also just like, as it was said in like the original political education and just like throughout, right? Like not only are we like forced to like thank our killers, but like we don't get moments to mourn ourselves. We don't like, we're always stuck on the plantation. We don't get to mourn our ancestors and really ourselves, like as we're fucking slowly being killed here. And like the only times we do get to pause, like Commander-in-Chief was so right. Like it's just to be like, thank you oppressors for, sparing me, although you fucking killed everybody else. Thank you so much. Let me eat this fucking dead bird. Like what the fuck, and just like, I don't know. I really do look forward to, like, I don't know, like our society being like our colonized society being like more material and like Hammer City and those types of like future accomplishments, because like we'll actually be able to take that time to like really pause and really mourn and fully internalize like what has happened to us, but it won't be like in all this chaos. Not back. Fuck white power. I mean, white power, you can die.
And back, y'all. We do gotta move it for time's sake. Really appreciate all the comrades for their comments on the political education, tapping into that collective brilliance. Keep sharing, so that other people can get this, by political education, tap into this collective intellect, and continue to elevate our revolutionary consciousness so that we can take our land back. All right, I'm gonna pass it off to CIC for our sermon. Get ready, y'all, to get into the spirit materially.
Land back, everybody. It's me, Cop Harris, Earth Nigga Harris. Like you niggas up Harris, it's me, Kamala Harris. Anyways, y'all, how y'all doing today? Y'all doing good? This good Tuesday evening. Praise him, y'all, praise him. So I just wanted to thank the person that picked that PE. Shout out to you. I did not tell them to pick these PEs. I know everybody thinks I'm this ego crazy man or whatever like that, but I did not pick that. I didn't know it was nice. I mean, when the girl is brilliant, people gonna quote her. But anyway, so thank you so much. It is what it is. Praise God. So and yeah, like this shit is mad heavy. Like the weight of it all, right? And like how Comrade Chief Muhammad came in and gave us like the figures or tried to wrap our brains around it, right? The figure of how many, indigenous people were taken away, and just the sheer weight of that. And then, as an African who people have been in these indigenous Turtle Island spaces for so long, I can only assume that a percentage of my DNA is those people as well. And to know that, that that's part of my people too, and how deep that is. I don't represent any percent of white that's in me. That that side was defeated and depleted. You see this, defeated and depleted. All right, y'all. But anyways, let's get to the speech or the sermon, as y'all want to call it. Fine, whatever. She'll give you what you need. So let me tell y'all a story. So I reconnected with a friend of mine recently. You know them friends. They, I guess, they come in and come out of your life, but they right there on the side, right? Always rooting you from a distance. You know what I mean? But y'all ain't close. You know what I mean? Maybe your stars are not aligned, but you see each other. That's the friend. So the friend hit me up, and we started talking or whatever. And the friend told me, like, off rip, coming on the phone, off rip, was like affirming the girl. If y'all don't know what affirming is, she about to break it down. Just gassing me up. You know what I mean? Give me all kinds of salutes and figures and things, 10s across the board. I said, damn, wow, that's real nice. Because usually this person's not that nice. But they in the house, actually. Land back. Anyway, so, but this time, this person was really nice and affirming me, so I knew it was real. If somebody's always giving you gas and stuff like that, after a while, it just becomes normal gas. You know what I mean? Just regular BPX on. But when you get gas from somebody that may give you a little roll eye or whatever, or just I see you alive, shout out. When you get a shout out from them, a salute from them, that's some nitro shit. I don't know gas like that. Fast and Furious, press the motherfucking button shit. You know what I mean? Whatever liquid in that button that ignite that goes that shit. So I said, oh, I feel it. I felt it. I felt the salute. And he was just like, just to see you go from this place of, you was like, I'm out of this organization. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, you know what? I'm gonna build another organization because we still gotta get free. And then you went from just you and 2 people to 5 people, and then growing. And now I see you, all over online and stuff, on Russian news and on Iran news and on CNN. I see it all over. See you on Blaze TV, Fox News. You know what I mean? See you on Breitbart. You know what I mean? He was just like, I see you everywhere, goddamn. And I said, yeah, it's crazy, right? Black Hammer, she's doing it. It's crazy. She heavy. She made out of not titanium and adamantium. You better get into that Marvel comic book, Wolverine's claws, that shit that can cut through Thor's hammer. That shit, that's what we made of. That's what this hammer made of. You don't give a fuck if you a god or a Hulk, you gonna get cut, bitch. Because we made out of adamantium. That's the kind of hammer we use. So anyway, so he gave me the salute. I went about my business. Then I went on YouTube. I do my show on YouTube at 8 p.m. on Mondays, Eastern Standard Time. I don't see enough of y'all there, but it's all right because the bitch got fans. So if my hammers is too busy to check on in to Mother doing her show, it's okay. It's okay because Mother has fans. You won't be missed, sweetie. Mother has fans. But come if you can, praise God. Anyways, let me get back to my notes. So we had a comment from YouTube, and I want to read the comment from YouTube. This comment from YouTube was from a sister named Oceana. And Oceana said, I don't think anyone of any ethnicity can deny curiosity about how far Ghazi will succeed with his plans. It's actually fascinating because nobody else is doing much about the status quo. Y'all hear that salute? That's on y'all. She misspoke. She was talking about hammers, not Ghazi, because Ghazi couldn't do it all alone. No. You feel me? That's a salute to you. They want to see how far you can go. They see we the only ones marching. That's you. When my friend was calling me and giving me a salute out of nowhere, ain't never gave me a salute for a long time. I was doing things and everything. But now I get the salute. Because you're here. Because you're with me. Because we're doing this thing together. And we are winning. And people are so proud of us. We are the best of our people. We didn't let anything stop us from doing what was needed. You know, and people may say, well, you know, Ghazi be dramatic and just be, you know, gassing them up and you know, it's just so much ego. They think they so bad, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm really an insecure bitch. I just want everybody to know that. She is a very insecure bitch. I'm a Cancer. I'm a whole fucking Cancer. The sign, not the disease. I'm a Cancer disease to white power. And a Cancer is a sign. Didn't he know what he was doing when he made me? Didn't he know? Didn't he know? Anyways, let me tell you why they think it's ego. I actually am the most insecure bitch you will ever meet, okay? From the head to the toe, I question everything. I question everything. But as insecure as I am, I'm a materialist. So if materially is telling me I'm the baddest bitch with the baddest bitches, knocking out a big bitch that thinks she the baddest bitch, then I gotta feel motherfucking good because I believe that. I see it. It is very clear. It is material to me. I can touch it. I can feel it. I see it every day. Y'all do too. The fans do too. And the haters do too. The haters just love us so much they don't know what to do with it. You feel me? They love us so much they don't know what to do with that love. Because they love us so much, then they gotta look at their sorry ass up, and that's an ugly sight. So then they get mad. I'm speaking to somebody. I'm speaking to somebody. So that's what gives me, you know, and my comrades the bravado and everything that we needed. You know, I got another message because you know the signs come in threes. Grandma used to say. So I had a third message come to me. And this third message was by a close, dear comrade. A close, dear comrade, been with me through thick and thin. And this close comrade told me, hey, Ghazi, I really got to talk to you. You know, I'm glad you called me. I called him. You know, something told me to call him. You know, I call me because I just got out the hospital. I got this diagnosis. And he told me the diagnosis and my heart dropped. And then I said, all right, you know, I understand you got to step back from the work. He said, oh no, Ghazi, I wasn't calling to do that. He said, I wasn't calling to take no break. I was just calling to tell you. Just so if y'all know, if y'all hear from me from here and there, don't get too worried. I'm going to give y'all my mama's number and everything. I'm going to keep doing this. That nothing's going to stop me. I said, well, all right. You know, well, can you take a day off a week? We'll schedule you like a day off a week that you can take. No, Ghazi. This is what I want to do with my life. And you're going to have to respect that. You can't tell me nothing about our people. You can't tell me nothing bad about colonized people. I've been resting on them, on you, for so long. And look how far we have come. To food drives all over the world. People have been able to feel our power of organization all the way to Nigeria, to Puerto Rico. The indigenous people were able to feel the hundreds of boxes of supplies we gave them in those concentration camps that they call reservation camps. The 2 Black girls that were getting molested by their white family member was protected by us because of the Defend Our Girls campaign. And we freed those girls from the clutches of that predator and got them the best therapy that anybody could afford for a brighter future. We were able to free Brandon from those cold-ass oppressive cages where they were puncturing him and hurting him and doing things to him like they did to Assata Shakur, and we got them to free Brandon. We got tons and tons of clothes out and hygiene kits to poor, homeless, African, indigenous, and colonized people all over the United States of America. We were able to send out over 120,000 pieces of PPE and herbs and medicine and gloves to our people, having a positive effect on this attack that was hurting our people, that we didn't sit on the sidelines and just pray if we hope things get better. No, we did something, and there's an effect. There's an effect. The hoods in these streets should have been piled up with bodies. The Black Hammer that stopped that. So if anybody gonna ask me, is it possible we gonna get a city? I just say, bitch, haven't you been paying attention? We get what we want. And we coming for freedom. So know who y'all are. We bad as fuck. We so bad, Mother already has a plan for Thanksgiving. Just like Chief Mato said, this celebration is not a celebration, it's an assault. It's an assault. It's an attack. And when they attack, what do? We attack right motherfucking back and win. So I say, we organize and take over Thanksgiving. I say that y'all are the most organized, efficient members of your family. I know you are because I trained you. And that you can organize a Thanksgiving on Zoom, a Thanksgiving in person if you need to. You can make sure that all of the health and COVID providers and all that is done so nobody gets COVID and comes together. You take it over. If people decide to stay at home, you organize a Zoom. Ain't nobody in your family knows Zoom better than you. You've been on Zoom all throughout since you joined Black Hammer for a whole year. You organize it. You say, I'll organize it, Grandma. I'll organize it, Mom. I'm organizing it. Give me everybody's number. Everybody's number in the family. Yes, that annoying ass cousin. Yes, that smart ass mouth auntie that want to talk about you being gay. Yes, all of them bastards. All of them. Goddamn. And you get all their contacts and you organize it. And at the beginning of it, you say, I want to open it up with a P-E. You say, welcome. You are now in a Black Hammer meeting. Or we gonna get to the other shit. You're gonna be able to eat. You're gonna be able to party. You're gonna be able to celebrate. But first and foremost, we gotta get to business because I know y'all seen what's been going on this year. I know y'all know whatever that election come out is not gonna affect nothing. You're gonna speak to them. Because you mad because you wasn't able to speak to them, but now you'll be able to because you're doing it with my la boca, my mouth, and it's the best one around. Ask your daddy. So I'm gonna have y'all do that, and you give them a good political education, the same shit you just read, and you break it down even further like you need to, and then you tell them what they need to do right now is either they can join Black Hammer or they can donate to Black Hammer, and we're gonna go around. And you're going to say join or donate. And that's what I'm going to be thankful for. And that's what you're going to be thankful for giving power to our people and forwarding the new way and saying no more to this bullshit and an end to white power every goddamn day. Let back everybody see perfect plan. Shut up.
Yes! That is the captain! Thank you, Captain. Amazing as usual. And I just want to say, I 1,000,000% unite and agree. Are we going to open it up or do we want to just go straight into it? Let's go straight to it. Back up.
Land back. As the captain of this ship, I am Chief Diva, captain of agitation and propaganda. And we are here today to do exactly what our commander-in-chief just prompted us to do. We are here to unite. We are here to fight. We're here to talk about anti-colonial celebrations. And we have the solution here at Black Hammer. We understand that that ship of colonialism, of capitalism, it is fucking sinking. I don't even know how it's still afloat, y'all. I'm gonna be perfectly real with you. And guess what? You are in one of the baddest fleets of ships to be around, okay? Black Hammer organization. And we are building fleets for all over the world because we are ready to take over. So if you are ready to take over with us, now is the time to put your money where your mouth is. We're out here in these streets. We are passing out PPE to our people. We are organizing to have a city, not just any city, an anti-colonial city that's for colonized people only. That means people of color. Yes. No cops. Because we don't need no cops. Chief Slim broke it all the way down. We are our greatest protection. No coronavirus. Because we're going to have Medicare systems. We're going to have practices. We're going to have policies that keep us safe and allow us to be safe and not be out here endangering ourselves and contaminating each other. We are going to have no rent. So you don't have to go around on your pirate ship like me and take what you need. You don't have to do that. Okay? Everything will be taken care of in Hammer City because we will be taking care of it. We will not be relying on anyone else. So if you are ready to get to Hammer City, I want you to take out your phone right now. Share this. Let's share it, y'all. Share it to some groups. Let me see your phones. I don't see them. Show me them phones. Yes, share. That is the first thing we're going to do because we understand that if we can't help materially, we can still help. And that is still material. Some people will see that. They will watch this and they will donate. They will see our power. They will see all the amazing work we are out here doing. And if you haven't seen it, check out our Instagram. Check out our Twitters. Check out our TikToks. Check out our Facebook. All of it's on there. Go to our website, blackhammer.org, baby. Okay? So I know my hammers, we come here every week because we are ready to get to Hammer City. So if you are ready to get to Hammer City today, I hope you will donate on Cash App, Build Hammer City, Venmo, Build Hammer City, GoFundMe /Build Hammer City. Who is going to take that plunge today? If you are going to donate, let the people know. Come on through. Who's going to donate today to Build Hammer City so we can walk through our food forest, pick our babies up from that anti-colonial school, go and do work at our anti-colonial jobs because we're not working for millions of hours a day for pennies on the dollar. That won't be happening in Hammer City. So who's going to donate today? The Cali Hammers are going to open it up and we're going to donate $5. If you cannot donate today, that's okay. We understand this colonial system. It's already out here pirating everything from us. So you can always pledge if you cannot donate today. You can pledge and donate when you can. But I want to open it up. I'm going to be donating $5. Oh, I see Rob V, $5. Thank you, Rob V. We got 70 people up in here. If we all donate $10 or pledge, we can get to $700. It's that easy. It's that easy. Okay? A little bit goes a long way. And we got a goal today. We're trying to make $750. So if some of you want to be extra generous because you're really ready to get to Hammer City, let me know. Come on, who's going to donate today?
Monte donates $5.
Thank you.
I got 10, Chief.
We gonna pull out my machete on y'all. What'd you say? Let me hear it.
I got 10, Chief.
Ooh, thank you, Chief. Who's gonna match that though? Who's gonna match that?
I can match that 10 is Chief Shagun.
Thank you, Chief Shagun.
Land back, I can match that 10 too.
Oh yes, Chief Soul. Flame, fire, class. Fire.
Land back, 10 over here.
10 from a Moxley. Thank you, Moxley. You're so cute. Who do you like? I don't even know what that is. Some indigenous tree squirrel. I don't know, but you're adorable. Exactly. It's just flying through that anti-colonial forest. Do you see him? I see him picking that delicious fruit that doesn't have parasites on it. Come on. So who is ready to donate today?
Land back. I'll give $10.
Thank you.
You're lovely.
Land back.
Alex, I'm donating 50.
Oh, thank you, Conrad. You getting hot? You getting fiery over there, Sriracha. Yes, did you say 50? Ooh, it's burning my mouth. I like it.
I'll match the 50.
Oh, Bein, what have I been saying? Is that my book? Yes, it is. Always coming through. Come on, y'all. Ooh, your little thing. I like this thing you got going on.
Land back, I got 10 on it.
Thank you, Maya. Land back. 10 from Maya. Anybody in these comments? Oh, the light is shining through with $50. All right. We got Chief Ali with $15. Yes. And let me know if you're going to, yes. Your little thing like, look, I'm ready. Is y'all like that? You ready? Donate today. Come on, y'all. Who's going to donate?
Land back. I got 50 on it.
Oh my goodness! Yes, you are want my shit anytime. Take it down. Go on, you wanna go below deck?
As long as you don't stab me with the machete, I'm good.
I'm going to protect you with this machete. What are you talking about? White power is still out here. I'll protect you, comrade.
Just waving it around so easily. I'm like, I'm nervous for Chief Slim over there.
Don't worry. Chief Slim is a professional machete fighter. Right? Put your machete up.
Land back, I got $80 on it.
What? Yes! Oh, yes! Land back. Is that my Lele? Lele, what you about to do? Lele,
Land back, $50 reparations secured.
Lele.
You keep running these white folks. Damn.
White folks' money. That's what the Hammers do. That's what we do. Period. And if you don't know, you can pay reparations to our reparation class. If you are a colonizer watching this, every Sunday we'll hit it with you. Put it in the comments form, comrades. Ooh, yes, let Solimar.
I'm back. I got 50 reparations as well.
Yes. Get that money from the colonizers. Get it. We are really partying it up today. We need some rum. Yes.
Land back, I got 5.
Yes. Yes. Come on, y'all. Who's gonna donate? Who's gonna pledge?
Land back, I got 20.
Oh, thank you. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Yes.
Land back, I got 5 on it.
Yes, Tiger. Yes. Tiger's always welcome on the ship. Come on, Tiger. Hoist that sail. Hoist it for me, baby. Yes. Who is gonna donate today?
This is SG.
Okay, General. What you about to do?
$5.
Thank you, General. That is good. Thank you, General. That is bomb. Serving them indigenous eyebrows. Oh my God, y'all, these eyebrows, I can't take it. Come on, who is gonna donate? Who's getting on the ship with us? Okay, we sailing.
I got 10 on it.
Yes, with the beret. What you say?
10.
Thank you, Chief. Coming through with the beret. I love it. I'm going to tell me a poem.
I have 5.
Thank you, Queen. Land back. Who is going to donate? Come on, y'all.
It's because I had my B12 today. Did you have your B12 today, y'all? Have your B12, okay?
Man, back. This is Chief High. I got 10 on it.
Yes, hey! Because, you know, everything they do is ours. Even them Greeks. That's all our stuff. I'm pretty sure they stole that from us. You looking fabulous, though. Come on, Chief High. All right, Chief High's on the ship. Who's getting on the ship with us? Come on, we sailing to Hammer City, y'all. This is serious. I need some more people to host this sail. Where is it? And remember, you can pledge. You don't have to donate today. If you could get some money from a colonizer later, that works too. Let me know. Come on.
Land back, Chief. What's the
Oh my God. Pause. Pause. Did you just fly on my ship? Come here.
What?
Bring that honey. Bring that honey over here. What you got for all this? What you got?
5 on this.
I got 10 on it.
Yeah. Come on, eyes.
Yeah, I got 5.
Thank you. Land back. All right.
Land back, I got 5.
Ooh, yes, come through with the fluffy hat. You getting on my ship? Come on, Heater. Come on. Land back. All right, y'all. Who else gonna donate? Do not make me use my machete. You can see I'm very unstable with it. It can get real scary real fast. But everybody's on the ship. We on the ship. All right. I want to thank y'all once again. Anybody else? Nope. All right. Thank you again. We are ready for Hammer City. We're going to close out today's donation celebration. And please join us again next Tuesday. We do this every week. The hammers are in your hood. We are passing out PPE. We are gathering food supplies for our people. And we're doing it safely. We're being COVID safe to protect our people from this pandemic. So if you are ready to move to Hammer City, you are a colonized person, and you're ready for no rent, no coronavirus, no cops, and no colonizers, so you can be your true self. Please donate. Share this amazing political education with your family, with your friends, to a group, all your groups. Okay? Land back, y'all, and just hold on to the end of the show, and we'll let you know how much y'all done raise. Y'all was showing out today. All right now, land back.
Man, back, y'all. We can get in there dollar by dollar, dollar by dollar. And back, I'm gonna pass it off to Chief General Uncle for our state of the rebellion going on in this world. Chief General, talk.
Land back, comrades. All right, so state of the rebellion. Okay, so colonized people all over the world are achieving a lot of great victories against colonialism and imperialism daily. Chile and Bolivia, North Dakota, Philadelphia, Colombia, the efforts against colonialism and imperialism are heightening daily. And our struggle against colonialism and your struggle against colonialism has been felt and is being felt. The colony and the empire are both growing weaker, and the world we have rebuilt out of our genocides are beginning to bloom. Our efforts to struggle with and heal our communities is building power. And I've seen this on the streets, just talking to people. The efforts that we are putting out there have been felt, and they are only growing. Each time that we go out there, I see eyes widen and curiosity setting every time. And just like all revolutionaries around the world, Black Hammer moved to be with our people at all times. We've moved to feed them, politicize stuff, defend, and love our people. There was not another organization out there doing that. They are leading our people to be brutalized and protest. They're leading them to be arrested. That's not what we're here for. Our understanding and our moves come directly from the heart of humanity. And that is all of us struggling for a world without oppression. And Black Hammer is never going to abandon our people, and you'll never not see us with them. The colonizer election is 1 week away, and I want to make it clear what this means for us. We're still going to be in our communities. Regardless of the outcome that is going to come from these colonizer elections, we will be there with our people to welcome them, to organize in collective power. Enough leading our people to be brutalized at protests, and enough treachery from the neo-colonial puppets that get propped up in our community, leading us into more danger. They sold their souls to white power,
And we got to stop following them as if they're going to lead this. They've shown who their allegiance is to. And honestly, when are these other parties, organizations, move to protect the people, us? I'm gonna tell y'all now, I've given up on the question of what other organization will protect us. Black Hammer has an answer, and it is Black Hammer. We came fresh with a scientific strategy to build and protect genuine organized power. We aren't just organizing our people just to say we organize them. We're organizing our people to defend them, to defend this revolution, to defend anti-colonialism. In Black Hammer, we take care of our mental health because we refuse to let the colonizer in our minds. And we learn to defend our right to self-determination in our minds and bodies because no form of confinement is going to stop the colonized proletariat. We learn to nurture the earth and we create to uplift 600 years of destruction. We protect ourselves and our people so that one day soon we advance forward with a tidal wave of force without the comfort of fear and individualism in our ear. All of us must live to see the day our hard struggle destroys the dark in our minds and in the world. We have to earn the trusts of the masses. So wherever we may be and whatever challenges we will be encountering after this election and from here on out, we'll be crushed, absolutely crushed, with the helps of billions and billions of colonized people behind us. Organizing the masses so the same power will step on the neck of colonialism and never let it breathe again. This is what Black Hammer is building around the world, and this is what you're building. So as these elections approach, we have to keep staying with our people. We can't teeter into adventurism. We have to stay there, to be present in our communities, to protect them, to protect us, and protect the direction that we're going. Land back, comrades, that is the state of the hammer, and I want to open it up to any questions y'all got regarding the election, where we're going, strategies, tactics, questions, how y'all are feeling. And back.
I want to unite with this wholeheartedly. Thank you so much, SG Unco. We should get these written up on the website too. The thing that stuck out to me is just that, like, I know, like, sometimes it's hard, like, going out in the community, talking to people. It is a struggle, but that's, like, we're the ones who have to do that struggle. And honestly, whenever I look at, like, what other groups are there, who else is going to do it, there's no one else. There's only this org, there's only each other. And so we have to struggle to be those leaders that I know we can be. And I think you hit the nail on the head. So thank you so much, Lineback.
Lineback.
Go ahead.
Lineback, this is Chief. I also want to unite with that. And I just want to say that I also recognize, like, when we're doing our outreach, every week that we go out in the community, like, more and more people recognize us, and more people want to know what we're doing and what we're all about, and they're very interested, and people are looking for answers. And when we get to talking to them and telling them what our organization is about and the programs and the things that we've been doing in the community, like, the people really unite with it. And especially in this environment right now, it is very important that we stay out on the street and politically educating the people and letting them know that there is another way out other than participating in this colonial genocide on our people. Man back.
Hand back. Yeah, just to really add on to that as well is, just in my experiences going and doing outreach, is that now we're starting to become a presence that we're known by name. We're being invited inside for dinner, that we are being asked to attend, like, personal family events, is that the work that we're putting into the community is being received, is that there is already now a line of defense for all of us comrades here. And that goes both ways. Is that we're also here to defend the people, and more now than ever, being out there genuinely. And I want y'all to struggle. If you can't be out there every day, if you can, in some capacity, talking to the people. If y'all making your trip to the grocery store, the gas station, whatever, talk to anyone on your way.
is that we are coming to such a peak of cataclysmic events, for a lack of any other way to describe what's going to happen, that we can't withhold any kind of information about what we must do. There's a way to rehabilitate the earth. There's a way to end all of this, and it comes from organizing. And you have to make that jump of being fearful of what someone might think about what you're going to say. But to put it in perspective, how often does someone come up to you and tell you the way to get free? Honestly, that's not a thing that most of us hear at all, ever in our whole lives. And that is the position that we get to play. We get to be the bearers of amazing news, that this plague, this darkness that all of us have been feeling since we've been born, has an end, and it will come to an end. And that has to be shared, that enthusiasm and understanding that all of us share. Not all of us feel that way about the future. And for a lot of colonized people, it's bleak and dark. No happy ending. And I refuse to believe that. That's not what my people believe, and that's certainly what I will never choose to believe. That is colonizer thinking, to think things are dark and bleak and that there is no way out of this. Stand back.
I think we should have a get together, a dinner, something to connect with the people.
Yes, all for it, y'all. Get creative when interacting with people. Of course, be safe with COVID. I'll make some cautions about hot food, as Chief Gina and Chief Scene have laid out. But yeah, eat with your people, share food with your people, make music, create anything. Reach anyone, anywhere, wherever they may be. This organization brings a lot of hope. It's pulled out a ton of revolutionaries out of very dark periods of time, of being reawakened by collective power, collective embrace. It changes everything. And it's a feeling that I want to share with anyone that I encounter.
And back. Yes, I really want to unite with this. Y'all, this upcoming winter is about to be really, really rough. And so we have to be a beacon of hope for our community and allow them to be a beacon of hope for us too. We need each other. We can't get through this alone. So we have to be in the streets, letting people know that we're here for them, and they're going to do the same in return. No matter the outcome of this election, people are going to see that materially things are not going to change. The colonial machine isn't going to stop. They're going to want answers. We have to provide those answers. We have to help each other. That's the only way that we're going to get through this. So it's not going to stop. It's going to be cold. We're going to have to bundle up and be out there talking to our people. We have to be more strategic about it. But, outreach, it can't stop nonetheless. But I promise you, it's going to feed your spirit. It's going to make you feel warm. It's going to make you feel great. And we're going to do the same in return. So we really got to get out there. Land back.
And back. Any other questions? Anything y'all want to talk about coming up?
I just want to say I cannot wait for the influx of members post-election, when people see that regardless of which white power, sector of the white ruling class wins this nonsense, same shit, different day, right? So I'm super excited for just that influx. We're about to grow.
It's an economic con job, and we're all involved in it. We have to get out from under it.
Period. Exactly. And each time we go out there talking to our people and educating and accomplishing our action items and building our programs, we do that. We rip the rug from underneath this whole system. And it'll happen quick, and we'll know when we've succeeded, and we're growing, and we're growing, and we're growing, and we're building power. We're something to contend with. And it's understood by the colonial, powers of the world. We're not unseen. And back.
Land back. We are seen across the world, y'all. I'm super excited. If you are seeing us right now from wherever you are across this globe, join Black Hammer today. I'm super excited to pass it off to Chief Suh for our membership call. Cue the jingle.
Land back. I'm the International Chief of Membership and Recruitment. I'm going to open up the membership portion just by inviting the comrades, if it's your first time on the rally, to introduce yourself. So the way we introduce ourselves is name and then nation. So, for example, I represent the nation of Korea. None of us represent America. Don't say America. But we mean like where your ancestors come from, where your people come from. So name, nation, pronouns, and briefly why you joined Black Hammer, or if you just came to check us out, what got you to the point that you wanted to come into the rally and check us out. So laying back, I'm gonna start calling out the new members that I see on here. I saw Comrade Oluwatoyin. Also, please correct me if I say your name incorrectly. Laying back, I think it's possible they stepped away or they just hop on back on. Okay, Comrade Ifuru.
Yo, I just changed my name, so I'm a existing member. But Landback Ifuru is my newfound name, meaning flower, because the flower is the pinnacle of growth, and after the flower comes the fruit, and we're ready to reap the fruition and the harvest from this revolution. So let's all get charged and stay pumped, and let's do this. Black Hammer, land back.
Land back, Comrade Ifuru. Thank you. So yeah, and we have a section that we're going to be going into revolutionary roll call for those of us who are reclaiming our anti-colonial names. So land back, Comrade. I see Comrade Lil Rara.
Hey y'all, this is Aurora. I just changed my name.
Land back, Comrade. All right, I see Comrade Mino. Comrade Zay. Oh wait, no, I just saw Comrade Mino unmute. Go ahead, Comrade.
Land back. I think this is like my second time I'm in on the. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I got a call coming in. I'm sorry. I'm in Flint, Michigan, and there's not a chapter here. But I don't know how many people know, but during the we're experiencing a water crisis at this time. So when the pandemic hit, we were already in a big mess, and right now we're in a big lawsuit, which nobody will probably get anything. I'm not really looking for a great deal, but the comment that was made about Thanksgiving, I think I was the only one tripping in my family, because my family is really into, the holidays because of the family and togetherness and stuff like that. But they did so much digging around here, digging up pipes. And if you follow the news, they unearthed some Native American artifacts, and I live in that area. And so it was just like really heavy for me. And I play the djembe, so I celebrated by myself. And I paid homage to White Cloud and whatever other chief or Native person I could study. And my grandmother, she really schooled us on, our lineage. And so anyway, I'm not going to drag this out, but I'm glad to be a part of it.
Keep going, sister, because you like to drop something real. Keep going.
I keep getting a call coming in. I apologize, but laying back, I'm just glad to be a part of it. And I'm down with everything that I hear.
Makita, can you hear me?
Yes.
I was saying to keep going.
I'm sorry. Well, I guess that's just about it. But I was African before it was popular to be it. I was wearing locks when they were saying nasty things about me, wearing them at work, trying to take care of my family. And since then, everybody's grown. And this is like my second chapter. I'm an artist. I play the djembe. I'm a energy healer, and I'm a Orisha worshiper, I guess. I do the ancestors and things like that. But each day is very exciting, and I'm just glad to be a part of this. And I can't wait till we get a chapter in the glove. We need y'all here too. This city has been really ravaged by so much, but we still, the ones that are here, are standing strong. So, land back.
Land back, Comrade. Welcome home. That's beautiful. That's so powerful. So we're gonna make sure to get you in touch with your regional leadership, and also it sounds like with your talents you can go anywhere. Agitprop music team, or part of our healing component of our defense committee. But yeah, just welcome, Comrade Landback. We're so happy to have you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be a part of it. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm an artist as well.
You could be in every committee. But you could be in every committee itself.
I make jewelry. I forgot to mention that. I wrap crystals and I deal with the stones.
That's beautiful. There's a lot of power in those stones, just like there's a lot of power in the land they come from. Land back. So is there anybody else who is new or it's their first time on the rally who would like to introduce themselves? All right, land back. So we are going to move into the call for membership. I want to let everyone know who's watching on YouTube, who's watching on Facebook. As long as you unite with our 4 principles of unity, which basically state that, the colonized proletarians like us, poor and working class, what they call people of color, deserve, dictatorship of our land, lives, labor, and resources, that we're all equal, that colonialism has us effed up, and that it's our job to lead our people to overturn that contradiction. As long as you unite with that, you're basically already a member. All you need to do is go to blackhammer.org/join. So let us know in those comments if you're ready to take that step and join the revolution. I'd like to also open it up to our current members who are on the Zoom call. Y'all can pledge a recruit. Say, hey, I'm gonna win this many people to the organization over the next week just by talking to your friends, your family members, anyone you know, coworkers you trust, your entanglements, and just the people you meet through outreach, those contacts you're getting through outreach. So I'm gonna open it up and pledge 4 members this week. Hey. Land back, and shout out to our music team. I love that little jingle. So who's pledging? Who's pledging recruits? Who's trying to get free?
This is Alex, and I pledge 1 new recruit.
Land back, Comrade.
Land back, Chief. Of the 5 people that I invited in today, I got 1 of them in, and they donated. So I'm gonna try to get the other 4 in for next week.
Land back, I know you can do it, Comrade.
Land back, I'd like to pledge 1 new recruit by next week.
Land back, Chief Taliba.
Land back.
Anybody else want to be free? You got land back, Chief Through.
And me too. I got 1.
Land back, Carmen and Do.
Land back, I'll pledge 1.
Land back, Comrade.
Land back, Chief. I pledge 1.
Land back. Who else?
Land back. I pledge a new hammer.
Land back.
This is
I'm supposed to be doing outreach every weekend anyway.
Well,
Give me 4 from McCall.
Land back, Chief.
land back. I pledge 2 new hammers in the toolbox.
Land back, Chief Nas. All right. Let me get 1 more pledge and we go ahead and move the agenda.
Land back. This is Sante. I pledge 1.
Land back, comrade. All right. So with that, as you heard, we do have several comrades who have in the organization who do have new names. So in the organization, when we come into the organization, we take new names, not only because we don't want to be using our government names for clear, obvious security reasons, but also because when you come in to the organization, cleanse yourself of, so much of the ills and indoctrination that comes with the colony. You also want to reclaim something very powerful, which is your name. Move into a name that has an anti-colonial meaning, has an anti-colonial spirit. So in this spirit, I am going to go over, just so comrades are aware and can be addressing other comrades properly by their anti-colonial names, the name changes that we have in the organization. So I'm just going to call out the names. If you are present, go ahead and unmute, give us a fist, say land back, so the other comrades know who it is that we're talking about, and know your new name. If I do mispronounce it, please correct me. And yeah, so today, just because we have so many name changes, we can't get to all of them at once. Today, we're going to do the Northeast and the South. So land back. In the Northeast, we have Chief I. Can you give us a land back, Chief?
Oh, land back, y'all.
Land back, Chief I. Chief Ali.
Land back.
Land back, Chief Ali. Chief Kamaria, or Comrade Kamaria.
Kamari can't be here, but land back.
Land back, Chief Spark.
Chief Spark sends their regards. Land back.
Land back, Chief ARC.
Land back. What was that?
Land back, Chief. Just announcing your revolutionary name.
Oh, I'm still deciding on my African name.
Land back, no problem, Chief. Chief Inyota.
Land back, land back, land back.
Land back, and Chief Lay.
Land back.
Land back, beautiful. And real quick, we're going to go ahead and do the South. Chief Savvy.
Land back.
Chief Ismat.
Land back.
Comrade Miss Stevie. I don't think it's on right now. Chief Amina.
Land back, y'all.
Land back. Comrade Ndubisi.
Land back.
Land back. Comrade Flawless.
Land back.
Land back, Comrade Flawless, and Comrade Kava. They may not be on. But land back, those are all the names we're announcing today. Can I get a big land back for everyone, for our comrades reclaiming their culture by taking on those anti-colonial names?
Land back.
Land
back. Land back.
Land back.
Land back.
Land back. Land back.
Land the fuck back.
Land back. So real quick, in the last portion of the membership segment, I do want to give a recruitment tip. And the recruitment tip is one that you could probably guess. It has to do with the election. And the recruitment tip is to struggle with your people. When you see people who are posting comments that they're voting for one or the other candidates, and they're a colonized person, really challenge that. When you see someone who's saying, because we concede that the system is not built for us and it doesn't matter who sits at the head of the death machine. People know that. But what sometimes they don't know is that there is another option. So it's our job as revolutionaries and as hammers to disrupt that bullshit and be like, okay, there is another option. Choose Hammer City. Choose self-determination. Choose joining Black Hammer and fighting for your own liberation. We owe that to our people. We love our people, so we will always struggle with our people to win them to fight for their own liberation. So don't be liberal with it. I know sometimes you're tired, you just want to scroll, get to the next meme, but don't be liberal with that. I know sometimes we're tired when we're doing outreach, but go to these outreach events. Go to these hammers in your hoods, your leadership, set them up and organize them. Go, recruit. Make sure that people know that their only options are not two old-ass, crusty, white imperialist, rapist, genocider, colonizers. There is another option, like we said in our Forging the Hammer, hashtag vote Hammer City. So it's a simple tip, but it's a really important one. Because like Secretary General was saying, a lot of people are in a very dark place. They don't have the light at the end of the tunnel that we have because they don't know about Hammer City. And so really just use that as a recruitment tool to disrupt the BS of the election. And yeah, that's all I got. Land back.
Land back. Salute Chief Sub for the amazing membership call. And salute to all the comrades who really dedicated and pledged to go out there and recruit some new comrades, some new hammers up here in this toolbox so we can continue to forge one mighty hammer to smash colonialism, smash imperialism, smash capitalism, and all its symptomatic offspring, right? It's our fourth principle of unity. We're the ones to do it, y'all. Land back. All right, we got this costume contest with Chief Pat. We're going to do some voting.
Land back, y'all. So thank y'all for all y'all who formally entered. I just looked and saw who was on camera and we had a costume on. Make sure you guys are up in these YouTube and Facebook comments like we're live right now. So make sure you're commenting and sharing with us. So I'm going to put up this poll and everyone's going to vote for their favorite costume for our Hammer-Weaning event. All right, so I'm going to give everyone like a minute. If it doesn't pop up, look in the three dots, the waffle menu on your Zoom app, and there should be a place for polls. And I'm gonna wait for everybody, give everybody a minute to vote, and we're gonna end it, and we're gonna have our winner. Can we play the jingle one more time? While we're waiting for the folks to vote, just in case they forgot what we're here for. The votes are coming in. Land back, and we're closing the poll. All right. And we have Saint Wolf and Chief Suh, the Rowdy Hammer Boys, are our winners. Land back.
Killed that.
Rowdy Rough Hammers.
Rowdy Rough Hammers.
That's a rough up white power.
I tried.
Land back. I'm gonna pass it back to Chief Nas.
Land back. Congrats to the Rowdy Rough Hammers out here effing shit up day in and day out, building black power, bringing that land back. Anyway, land back, y'all. I'm gonna move it on to Chief Ina for our very, very important COVID-19 update. Get your up-to-date information, connection with material reality, and the best research we got with Chief Ina. Take it away, Chief.
And back. Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alright, so right back, we're at part 2 of the Black Hammer org Black Hammer org COVID-19 basics. If everyone remembers, we're doing a series on basic, bringing it back to basics for COVID-19 to teach everyone basic virology. So this is part 2. If you can just scroll a little bit down so we can see the full photo. This is something that's really important. Oh, just a photo, sorry. Yeah. So this is something that's really important. The virus can actually stay on surfaces for a number of days. So we have posted this on our Instagram. But yeah, everyone, this is why it's important to constantly be disinfecting your items, to be careful of you touching other people's items and then touching your eyes, your nose, or your mouth, right? Because you can infect yourself this way. And now that coronavirus has been out for a long time, we have a little bit more conclusive data of how many days the virus actually can stay on things, right? So it can stay on cardboard for 1 day, plastic for 2 to 3 days, stainless steel 2 to 3 days, metal to 5 days, glass up to 5 days. So you definitely want to make sure you're wiping that phone off, disinfecting that phone very often, on your skin for 9 hours. So even if you're walking in a place, for example, that isn't really well insulated, like grocery store, something like that, you can have the virus on your skin if you're touching other stuff in the grocery store. So that's why it's really important to shower, wash your hands when you get back. in fabric for 2 days. So important, just like how you're handling laundry and even in your hair for 2 days. So that's why it's important to like wash your hair and do all those things. So you can just scroll down, just gonna walk through the rest of it. And this is on our website, blackhammer.org/COVID-19 basics. Yeah, when you come home to prevent COVID-19 from entering your home, it's also, important to change your clothes, shower, and wash your hair when you get home, and just be careful with how you're handling your clothes. And then COVID-19, yeah. So basically, what happens with COVID-19, and actually, if you can scroll up to our second photo, that explains it better. Yeah. So as people are talking, the droplets that come out of your mouth and nose as you're talking just end up floating in the air, right? So this is what happens when you don't have good ventilation. That's why it's important. Something I do quite often in my home is opening windows, putting my fan on, cracking my door open, things like that, just to allow circulation and ventilation in the home. And that's why it's like really, really important not to, be eating in restaurants or indoors, like with your mask off in a grocery store, taking your mask off for a second, right? Because these virus particles can really be floating in the air. Yeah, and could you scroll down a little bit more to the bottom? Just want to make sure I went through everything. Oh, sorry, just the last paragraph. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, and I'll take any questions now.
I'm back, Chief Ina. This is Comrade Itza. I have a quick question about sanitizing our masks, our KN95 masks. Is there a recommended way? Because I recognize that there is hot heat, UV ray, UV light, and water vapor, which is like extremely hot. Is there one that you utilize that you personally prefer, or do you do the mask rotation? I'm back.
I still do mask rotation even if I'm like, cleaning my mask. After a few months, I'll definitely switch those out. So everyone should do that because there is like a natural like wear and tear on those. But I prefer the oven method because just like the steam method, the steam either way is fine. Like the steam method is actually a little bit easier. So boiling a pot of water and holding it over some hot steam. I prefer the oven because it's just easier for me, just 160 degrees for 30 minutes. I don't have a UV bag, but I'm sure that's like really easy. I think it's only like 15 minutes. But either way, like all three of those ways get rid of the virus. So it really is based on your convenience. And even if you're cleaning your mouth, I would still replace them every like 2 to 3 months based on like how they look. Like sometimes they get really like worn out after constant usage. So yeah, that answers your question.
It does. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Oh, okay. Okay.
Any more questions? I just want to salute Chief Ina. I feel like we ain't got questions because Chief Ina lay it out every week. Like, what else? What else haven't we covered at this point? Every week, Ina goes into it. So yeah, just salute Chief.
Yeah, y'all, like, listen, like, this stuff is on our website, so it's on there for you to be able to go back to it, talk to your friends and your family members about it, tell them what's been going on, just like Ozzy was saying, struggle with them, because these numbers are getting worse. This is like the worst numbers that we've seen, and they already lying about the numbers, so for them to come out and say that the numbers are like, the spikes are higher than they've ever been, we're getting like record daily spikes, struggle with your family members, go on our website. All the information is there for them. We have lots of graphics and things like that, and they're in Spanish as well. And yeah, that's what it's there for. Land back.
Land back. All right. Suspect that is it for the questions. Like Chief I said, Chief Ina, and that whole campaign's office, right? Because they got an office right under them, organized, is really that powerhouse out here giving us that straight to the point information. We really appreciate it. And salute to you, Chief. Speaking of, we got a bunch of events coming up, especially this upcoming weekend, that we can keep COVID safe, that we're excited to announce to y'all. So I'm going to pass it on to Chief Theroux for our announcements of the week. Land back on.
Land back, everybody. All right, here we go with the announcements. As always, starting with tomorrow, I'm so happy to introduce our newest edition of our weekly workouts. For those of y'all that watched Chief Diva's season 1 finale of Go Off Sis, y'all remember Tiffany K, the gorgeous BDSM educator? Well, she is now Black Hammer's new yoga instructor. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. Y'all now got yoga as an option along with our regular workouts and our self-defense classes. And she will be teaching her first class tomorrow at 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. So I hope y'all can make it. I think it's a really great addition. I know I'm going to be really excited to get up in there. It's just a great way to kind of wind down. It's, like next to all the other really high intense workout classes we got going on. All right. Also this Wednesday, Chief Slim and Chief ARC are going to have their season 1 finale of Propaganda live on Twitch with special guest Jaquel Gordon. I believe that's how you say his name, Jaquel Gordon.
Jaquel.
What is it, Jaquel?
Yes, and it's at 6 p.m., not 3 p.m.
Oh, I'm self-critical. 6 p.m., y'all. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Jaquel Gordon is a top OnlyFans creator, and it's going to be real, real juicy. So y'all definitely support Chief Slim and Chief ARC with this live season 1 finale. All right. And on Thursdays, as y'all know, we have our members workout. For those of you that's watching that isn't a member and you would like to join, please go to blackhammer.org/join to get in on these workouts. We got a really great special trainer. Physical trainer that's getting our bodies good. So definitely show up to that. On Friday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our self-defense classes with Chief McComb. So definitely get on that as well. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, we will be having Reclaiming My Culture with Chief Toby and Comrade Jorley. These shows are now going to be every Friday. So I hope to see y'all there and support so we can raise money to build Hammer City. On Sunday, we have our Revolutionary Book Trap with Chief Oju and Comrade Jorley at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Sunday, we will be reading chapter 5 and 6 of The Young Lords of Reader. If you would like to follow along, please head to our virtual library on our website under the Revolutionary section, and you can find a free PDF there. And it's live on Facebook, and it's archived on anchor.fm/blackhammer.org. All right, on Mondays, we got another self-defense class at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're just getting y'all bodies right, we're giving y'all the knowledge to be able to defend yourself if anything happens at any moment. And then we also got our workout classes. It seems like we got one on most days of the week now. So now that we got that yoga in there, y'all have options. It's gonna be great. I hope to see y'all there. And then also on Monday, of course, we have the Oh My Ghazi show with Commander-in-Chief Ghazi, where they ish on that revolutionary tea. They spill that tea. They go live on YouTube. They would love to have you subscribe to their channel. That way you get that notification whenever they go live. And then on Tuesday, wrapping it back around to Tuesday, we have I believe we have a workout also. Yes, members workout, 1:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Definitely go. And then we also have our weekly Tuesday rally. And next week is going to be a special one because it is going to be the election day. It's going to be exciting. It's just crazy how the election day fell on one of our weekly Tuesdays or our Tuesday rallies, right? We're probably going to know who won during our after party. And I can't wait to talk that issue with y'all. It's going to be amazing. Hopefully we got some new hammers in there. So yes, please come next Tuesday. And for our upcoming events, on Thursday, we have our monthly movie trap. We are going to be watching Palante Siempre Palante on the Young Lords. It's going to be at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Chief Oju will be hosting along with Chief Shegun. So definitely come to that. It's going to be a good one. I love our movie traps. Come with your snacks and drinks. All right. We can scroll on down. All right. So the next day, on Friday, we have the Northeast region hosting a game night. It's not Family Feud, but it'll be like Family Feud, but it's called Camaraderie. So I'm really excited for this one. It's going to be on Friday, October 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stumble over my words sometimes. But yes, definitely come to that. It's going to be fun to watch our Northeast Hammers have some fun on a game night. And then also, on that same night, I believe, we have our Hammer-Weaning live stream, which is going to be our 3 consecutive day Hammer-Wean events. On the first night, which is the day of Halloween, we're going to have our Cali Hammers show out and put on a variety show for us. I'm sure they'll have plenty of different antics with costumes. And yeah, they're just going to give us a showcase of their special talents, wonderful talents. It's going to be great. And then the next day after that, we have our Black Hammer and Friends Culture Around the Campfire. It says here, join us as colonized people come together to share folklore and stories from our cultures and upbringings. The colonial horror days are designed to strip us of our resources and culture. Tonight, we celebrate us, complete with warm blankets, campfires, and amazing tales. Join us as we honor our ancestors. And this is happening at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, as you can see here, there's different times for all of the different time zones. I know this can be a contradiction sometimes, but yes. You can just refer back to it if you need to know what time it starts. But I hope to see y'all there. Land back, y'all.
Land back. Thank you, Chief Drew. Hopefully everyone will come through to our events. Land back. Come on. Land back, y'all. I'm going to pass it off to Chief Diva, Chief of Agitation and Propaganda, the one in charge of all of this, to give us our amazing adjournment. What did we learn today? What did we take? Pirate, Captain, Diva.
Land back, my comrades. Looking so cute on this anti-colonial ship as we sail. Did I get rid of it? As we sail to destroy white power. I want to thank everybody who donated today. Y'all were showing out. We did not make our goal today, so I really want us to work on that right now. I want everybody to pledge, all 66 of us, that after this meeting, we're going to contact at least one person to donate $5. I know y'all did y'all part. Y'all did it. Y'all put the money in there. Let's get somebody else to help us donate. We are ready for Hammer City. So if you are ready, please let me know. Let me just open up. Let me get a land back that you are going to hit up at least one person to donate $5. Land back. Because we will not stop. We're, what is it? Animonium? What is it? Animanium? Animantium. We can't be stopped. All right, y'all. So we raised today a grand total of, yes, thank you, I, for that drum roll. $545. Thank you. Woo! But I know that number is going to increase before this night is over because we're all going to hit up some people that we know. We're going to get into their inboxes. We're going to slide in their DMs. We're going to hit them up on those text messages. Or we're going to walk the plank. All right, y'all. It's time to party. So if you are ready to party, join us. Are we still live? Yes, right? We about to be off this live, though. Join us for the after party. You have to join Black Hammer at blackhammer.org/join. And then you can join us in the after party because we about to get down in our costumes and talk that revolutionary, anti-colonial-ish. We're going to curse up a storm. It's going to be great. Drink some rum. Do some fun things. All right, land back. Let me get a land back.
One more announcement. One more. Wait. We hit 40K up on this GoFundMe. 40K.
Man, back, y'all.
Land back. Land back. Land back.
Land back.
Land back. I'm about to pack my bags tonight. Pack them tonight. Yes.
I want to see what the Twitter haters gonna say now. They was hating when we hit 20K. Okay.
Yeah, do it.
We can't hear shit from up here, remember?
Hello. Period. We building our fleet. We about to sell this bitch up.
These hammers are hammering down. It's too loud over here.
Hello. We breaking and building. Land back, y'all. Are we still on?
Yo,